Welcome to another exciting episode of Howard's Opinion. I'm your host, Howard, and we're glad you're tuning in today. If you're a sports fan, you're in the right place, because we've got a great show lined up for you. As we dive into the world of sports, let's talk about something that's been on everyone's mind lately, the NFL. With the new season just around the corner, fans are eager to know who the top quarterbacks will be heading into 2025. But today, we're going to take a slightly different approach. We're going to explore the fascinating story of the greatest quarterbacks who never won a Super Bowl. You might be wondering, what makes a quarterback great if they've never held up that coveted trophy? Well, our friends at the National Football League have put together a list of the top 10 quarterbacks who, despite their incredible skills and achievements, never managed to win the big one. And let me tell you, it's a list that's full of surprises. From Dan Marino to Jim Kelly, these quarterbacks have left an indelible mark on the sport. They've broken records, led their teams to the playoffs, and in some cases, even made it to the Super Bowl. But for one reason or another, they never quite got to experience the thrill of being a champion. We'll be discussing this list in more detail throughout the show, but for now, let's just say that it's a reminder that success in sports is not always measured by wins and losses. Sometimes it's about the journey, the hard work, and the dedication that these athletes put into their craft every single day. So, if you're ready to dive into the world of NFL quarterbacks and explore some of the most fascinating stories in sports, then you're in the right place. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. We're diving into the world of sports for our middle segment today, and boy, do we have some exciting updates for you. The NFL has been abuzz with blockbuster trades, and we're breaking down all the action. First off, let's talk about Jonnu Smith, the Pro Bowl tight end who's made his way to the Pittsburgh Steelers in a massive trade with the Miami Dolphins. Smith is joining forces with All-Pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey, and together they're expected to make some serious waves in the league. In an interview with former teammate Terron Armstead, Smith expressed his initial shock at being traded, but quickly turned his attention to the excitement of playing for one of the most historic franchises in sports. "I'm great. I'm blessed. I'm a Steeler," Smith said, and you can bet Steelers fans are eating that up. With Smith on board, Pittsburgh is looking like a serious contender for the Super Bowl, especially with Aaron Rodgers' retirement looming. But what about the Dolphins? They've acquired safety Minkah Fitzpatrick in the trade, and they're not done yet. Miami has also landed tight end Darren Waller from the New York Giants in exchange for a 2026 sixth-round pick. Waller, who had previously announced his retirement, has decided to unretire and join the Dolphins. These trades are sending shockwaves throughout the league, and we can't wait to see how they play out on the field. The AFC East is looking like it's going to be a battle royale, with the Dolphins, Jets, Bills, and Patriots all making moves to stay competitive. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments as the season approaches. That's all for now, folks. Stay tuned for our final story of the day right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're closing out today's episode with a fascinating story from the world of sports, specifically the UFL Women's Euro 2025. I know some of you might be thinking, Howard, why should I care about women's soccer? Well, let me tell you, this tournament is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The Swiss national team, led by coach Pia Sundhage, was looking to make a statement in their opening match against Norway. And what a match it was! Nadine Riesen scored a stunning goal to give Switzerland the lead, but Ada Hegerberg had other plans. The Norwegian superstar equalized, and then forced an own goal from Julia Stierle to seal the win for her team. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, that's just a regular old soccer match. But here's the thing. This tournament is about so much more than just the game itself. It's about the passion, the dedication, and the perseverance of these incredible athletes. And let me tell you, the Swiss team showed all of those qualities in spades. Despite the loss, Coach Sundhage was proud of her team's performance, and she should be. They pushed Norway to the limit and had several chances to tie the game. And with their next match against Iceland just around the corner, they'll be looking to bounce back and make a statement. As I always say, sports have a way of bringing us together like nothing else can. And this tournament is no exception. So, if you're not already tuning in, I highly recommend you do so. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. And that's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts.